Hey guys, it's Mulberry Cheese here, and I'm here to play Fishy. So, um, I did read a brief introduction to Fishy, but I think I don't really know what it really is about. So, let's have a look. Gallery. Start. Honestly, you didn't even want to come here. The ocean has never been your thing. There are sharp things you can step on and colorful things that inject poison into you when you touch them. And large things that are faster and stronger than you, and the worst part, they're all alive, and they're hungry. Mom, I'm out of sparkling water. You turn to look at the instigator of your distress, Monica. DDLC, Monica! It's her 14th birthday. Last year for her birthday, Monica's parents rented the local theme park for a whole day. What? They rented the whole theme park? What can I be born with in her family? The entire class had gone. You'd gotten to ride the big kid rides for the first time. Everyone talked about it for the rest of the year. As the date approached again, the talk started to shift. What would Monica do for her birthday this year? You recall the sinking feeling in your stomach when you found out. You're invited to Monica's 14th birthday overnight marine adventure. You spend an evening at the aquarium, explore the exhibits before tucking into your sleeping bag for a night under the sea. Sounds fun. Mom, sparkling water is cherry flavored. Gross. That sounds pretty tasty. Typical Monica. Your classmates swarm the lobby excitedly, stepping over sleeping bags and toothbrushes that no one has any intention of using. An aquarium employee is going student to student, handing out ID badges. You stand alone. Where's Misha? Why isn't she here? She promised. You remember that day at lunch when she convinced you. You have to come. It'll be so fun. And if you don't go, you'll miss out. Everyone else is going. You'll be the only kid in our class who didn't go. Look, I know you don't like fish or oceans or like water or whatever, but you'll probably like it once you get there. It's not like we're swimming with sharks or anything. That is kind of suspicious. There's no actual danger. Well, you don't know. You'll never know. This is a game. I'll be with you the whole time. Promise. As old friends say. Well, you're here, and Misha isn't, so that's cool. The door to the aquarium opens. Misha? What up, nerds? Uh-oh. Toby drops his bag in the door and runs over to Monica, holding his hand over his head, like a shark fin. Dun dun, dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Stop it, Toby. You're so annoying. Dun 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 dun. Toby isn't in your grade, but he is Monica's older cousin, so he usually ends up at her parties anyway. The aquarium guide approaches you with a friendly smile. Why do I feel like this is kind of like resemblance to Hi there. I'm going to print you an ID card. Would you help me fill out one for you? Namae? Name. Namae? Where do I go? Can I give myself... Jeez. What the? Thank you, cheesecake. Favorite sea creature? Has to be. Is a turtle a sea creature? No, I don't think so. Oh, good question. I never actually thought of that. Seahorse. That's my favorite too. Here you go. Don't lose it. Thanks. Wait, what happened to her hand? What the? Let's not question that. The aquarium guy looks around. Well, I think that's everyone. Let's go ahead and start. Wait, my friend isn't here. Wait, that's me. Oh, I lost an arm. I'm so confused. I'm sure they'll be here soon. Besides, the majesty of the aquarium awaits. He gives you 2 thumbs up and then heads over to Monica's parents. Monica. Attention, everyone. Monica is standing on a bench. Oh, I wonder why her name is Monica. That's not suspicious at all. Monica is standing on a bench, gesturing wildly. Your classmates quiet down and gather around her. Even her expression is kind of like video, says Monica. Thank you for coming to my birthday. Tonight's going to be really fun. We have free run of the entire aquarium, so we can do whatever we want. Oh my gosh. Actually, some of our exhibits are under construction or closed temporarily for one reason or another, so please stay away from any off-limits areas. Just trying to keep the kids safe. Why is he sweating so much? The guy looks nervous. You wonder what that's about. I totally do. Anyway, it's going to be tons of fun. But sure, restricted areas. There will be cake and presents later. Yes, I like cake and presents. Bribe me. Feeling a little anxious, you trace the rivets of the prosthetic arm. Wait, me? My prosthetic arm? Wait, could this be one of those stories where I am the perpetrator? Maybe. Oh, also we have unlimited LaCroix. So go wild. What's LaCroix? It's like my... just Google it. LaCroix. Sparkling water? Who cares about sparkling water? Who cares about sparkling water? Well, actually, I kind of want sparkling water. Thank you, Monica, and happy birthday. Now, everyone, we're going to enter the aquarium. We'll walk through the magnificent jellies exhibit and drop off your stuff in the deep ocean room, where you'll be sleeping next to our 1.1 million gallon saltwater tank, our largest tank. Oh god. Dread shoots through your body. You'll be sleeping where? Now follow me. We're going to have a really special night. Enter. It's dark inside the jellyfish exhibit. You catch glimpses of the faces of your classmates, illuminated by the glow of the tanks. You walk along the black velvet floors, keeping to the back of the group. You don't know these people very well, but they all seem to be best friends. Plus, it's dark. Why do I feel like this is some kind of horror-themed beginning? You bump into a large shape in front of you. Hey, watch it, freak. A jerk. Sorry, or ignore. I didn't save! No! Let it say sorry. Oh no, we can't go back there. I have to save you. Sorry. You better be. The aquarium guide stops in front of a white tank with round edges. Jellyfish float gently behind him in a seemingly endless blue void. Now, like I said, we're going to drop off your stuff at the deep ocean room. After that, you're free to explore the aquarium until bedtime. We have a few rules. No running, no tapping on the glass, and like I said, no entering the restricted areas. I am so excited! I love to enter one of those restricted areas. Now, does anyone have any ideas about why we're not allowed to tap on the glass? Because it'll break, killing all of us. Haha, no. The glass on these small tanks is half an inch thick, and the glass on our largest tanks, which you'll see later, is over 20 inches thick. You're perfectly safe. Wait. I live in Australia, so I don't know how many centimeters is 20 inches. 20 inches. 2 centimeters. 50 centimeters? What the? Wait, that's 10. So that's about 5. That thick? Would anyone like to take another stab at why we shouldn't tap on the glass? I know why. It gives the fish anxiety. Darlene is very smart. She won first place in a school science fair every year since 5th grade. That's right, and fish can get sick when they're stressed. And they even die from stress. All animals can die from stress, even humans. It's a scientific fact. Well, yes, technically you're correct. But no worries about that here. We just want to make sure that the little fishes are as comfortable and as happy as possible. Let me just sleep. I'm getting like safe anxiety. The darkness is making you feel uneasy. You jump on someone and grab his shoulders. Hey, cheesecake! You turn around. What I miss? Misha is shouting, visibly excited and grinning ear to ear. You step away from the group to continue the conversation as the aquarium guide launches into a story about the aquarium's history. You scared me, and you're super late. I was just worried you wouldn't come. Of course I'm going. I would never miss out on this. Save it again. What took you so long? Ah, nothing. Just some stuff. Okay. Is Toby here? Yeah, why? I just think he's kind of cute. Anyway, look at all those cool jellies. They're just like little aliens. You watch the jellies for a while. Some of these are kind of cute, the ones that bob up and down. Some of them are bigger than you expected. Bigger than I expected. How big are those? Jellyfish tentacles are extremely dangerous. Wait, no, sorry, I got the wrong person. Jellyfish tentacles are extremely dangerous. They can sting prey, so they're paralyzed and can't do anything while the jellyfish digests them. That's true, Darlene. But none of that can happen here. Mr. Guide, why are you sweating? Can you imagine what it would be like? Paralyzed, frozen, unable to move while a predator uses its long tentacles to slowly, painfully raise you into their... Oh, okay. Thanks so much for the facts. Wait, no, sorry, that was delayed, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna reread that. Can you imagine what it would be like? Paralyzed, frozen, unable to move while a predator uses its long tentacles to slowly, painfully raise you into their... Okay, thank you so much for the facts, Darlene. The ocean sure is a fascinating subject. Let's head to the deep ocean room and sit down on things, Kate. You follow the group to the rest of the jellyfish exhibit, relieved to be free of Darlene's terrifying facts until You stop. The other kids file into a room called the Deep Ocean Room. Through the doorway, you can see the large tank. Glass lines an entire wall, floor to ceiling. There's something about that room, something about the incredible vastness of the tank. How it does really look like a portal to the ocean, and you get the impression of something huge moving towards you. A shark? You turn away, letting the others pass you. Hey, Misha, can you put my stuff near yours? I'm thirsty. Hang on a second. Hey, Misha, can you put my stuff near yours? Why? You scared? No, I just feel weird about that room. It just feels weird. Just take my bag. Fine, whatever. Wait here. You think about the ocean. You think about water. Deep water. So deep you can't see the bottom. You think about looking down and seeing nothing but darkness, because the sun can't penetrate anywhere near the sea floor. You think about a giant mouth breaking through the darkness, and it has eyes and teeth, and it sees you. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Hey! Misha grabs your hand. Come on, we're going to the kelp forest. Actually, thinking about that, I actually lost an arm, but why did I lose it? We're going to the kelp forest. Toby and a few other boys run by laughing. You hesitate. Misha rolls her eyes. Don't worry. It's the kelp forest. It's not scary at all. No sharks, just some plants. Come on. She lowers her voice. This is our chance to hang out with the cool kids. I really want to look good in front of them. I know you're not like super into this, but it would mean a lot to me. Just try, please. Oh no! I didn't save it! Oh no! Alright, I'll try. Okay, but I don't like it. No, I'll try. Thanks, Cheesecake. You're a good friend. Come on. When you reach the kelp forest, Toby has already jumped the railing and his face pressed against the glass. Toby, don't do that. You're gonna get in trouble. Hopefully he'll get caught and kicked out. Whatever. As if I want to hang out with you dorks anyway. I'm only here because my dad made me come. Super stoked he made a cuss. Stop being babies. I'm not going to tap the glass so hard I murder all the fish or anything. They're just gonna die because I tapped the glass? Yeah, I'm not stupid. Not falling for that. Wow, Toby is so smart. He doesn't fall for facts. There's no tricking that guy. You total dingus. Anyway, isn't the glass like 2 feet thick or whatever? Wait, hang on, let me just save this. Anyway, isn't the glass like 2 feet thick or whatever? Like, I tapped the glass once and it's gonna break? Sure, I need a super katana or something. Toby looks at you and you freeze. Hey, I wonder what happens when you tap the glass with your freaky cyborg arm. Come on, try it. Toby, cut it out. Stop being lame. I just want to see what happens. Come on, Cheesecake. We're not supposed to tap on the glass with our normal fingers, but what about her weird robot arm? Maybe it's different. Maybe all the fish will come look at it and it'll be cool. Cheesecake, come on. Misha tugs on your sleeve and whispers, Hey, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. I guess I could. You approach the tank, checking to make sure the aquarium guide isn't watching. Okay, no, we'll just go back. Like, just don't do it for now. Actually, I kind of want to see what happens. Checking to make sure the aquarium guy isn't watching you duck under the railing. The kelp ebbs with the water. Small fish dart through the gently waving fronds. That's not... Oh, come on, please. If anything happens, which it won't, I'll tell them it was my idea. Please? No, stop asking. Ugh, whatever. Lame. Toby dabs and then runs out of the room. Toby, wait up. Come on, Cheesecake. You hear commotion coming from the next room. You step out of the dark kelp forest exhibit, the reflections of the water still touching your feet, and into the brightly lit tide pool room. The touch tank in the corner sparkles in the sunlight. A few of your classmates examine a dripping sand dollar, while others walk away from the tank, giggling after petting a hermit crab. A boy that you've never spoken to before approaches you. Sand dollars can feel pain, you know. Oh no, I didn't save it. That's uncool. That's cool. That's uncool. That's uncool. He walks away. Great, we have done. Huh. Hey, you wanna poke the sea slug? No. The hermit crab then? Nope. But the touch tank is part of the aquarium experience. At least touch the coral. Huh, coral, safe, non-moving, coral. You can do that. You walk to the touch tank and look down. Colorful shells and lumps of coral lay on the sand. A dark purple sea slug climbs slowly over a rock. You take a deep breath, reach into the tank. Slowly, you lower your hand into the tank. Why are you doing this anyway? Because Misha told you to? Why do you do everything Misha tells you to do? Is she even still here? You can't hear her. Actually, you can't really hear anything. Your hand touches the water. It's cold. Lower, into the tank, into the sand. What were you reaching for again? Coral? Well, all you see is sand, ebbing gently in the water. Specks float upwards and stick to your hand. Lower. And you know, you could swear. You swear the tank didn't look this deep. The sand is ebbing less gently now. In fact, it's swirling. You can't see your hand. The water is suddenly murky. It's up to your elbow now. The sand churns, like something underneath is rising up. Pull your hand out. You move to pull your hand out of the tank, but something grabs you and pulls you back in. Terror rises in your chest. You can barely breathe. Yell for help. You yell, but no one seems to hear you. You brace your body against the tank and pull upwards. It fights you. It's pulling you in deeper, deeper. Misha, help! You put your entire weight against the tank. Pull as hard as you can. You feel a release. Suddenly, you're standing next to the tank, surrounded by your lively classmates. Some of them are staring at you, giggling and pointing. You look at the tank. The water is clear and only a few inches deep. The sea slug continues its slow journey across a rock. Gee, stop yelling. What did you... Oh, a sand dollar. Cool. But you should probably put it back. Wait, that kid who said the sand dollar feels pain. Was it caused by the sand dollar? What exactly is a sand dollar? Let me just have a look. Oh, never of sand dollars, actually. Ew, they look kind of creepy. Picture of it here. Yeah. Gross. That's a sand dollar. I don't know what that is. Look at your hand. You're holding a sand dollar. Huh. I knew you liked the touch tank. Misha. What do you mean? Well, you clearly got into it. Your entire arm is wet. You check. Your sleeve is dripping all the way up to your shoulder. What? See, you just have to try things. I knew you'd get into it. Try not to make a scene next time, though. Anyway, Monica says there's a room with stingrays. Oh my god! So we should go there next. Come on. Okay. As Misha grabs your hand... Wait, hang on. As Misha grabs your hand, you look back at the touch tank. It looks normal. I mean, as normal as a weird-looking coral can look. This is coral, right? You're starting to get a headache. The longer you look at the touch tank, the more it hurts. Come on! You look away and allow Misha to pull you into the next room. Monica and Darlene are already in the Ray's room when you enter. And besides, they're mostly harmless. I don't know, these stingers are freaking me out. Actually, those are manta rays. Plus, stingrays don't attack unless antagonized by a predator. Their barbed tails are only used for protection, although they are closely related to sharks and don't have bones, just like their shark relatives. Rays glide through the water. This tank is really big, the biggest you've seen so far. It makes you uncomfortable. You step back and survey the room. Plaques detailing different types of rays and facts about the natural habitats line the wall. There's a doorway on the left side of the room with a restricted area no entry sign in front of it. Ooh, I wonder if something will happen to that room. The room past the doorway is dark, but you can see something on the floor. It looks like a broom handle. The object is partially obscured by the doorway. You walk closer. A janitor's trash can and equipment are knocked over, cleaning items strewn haphazardly on the floor, and there's something behind it. You get closer. What is that? Oops. Hi, Cheesecake. How's it going? Remember those restricted areas I mentioned before? This is one of those, so you're gonna have to want to head back to the exhibits. What's with all the stuff on the floor? Huh, what kind of short staff these days? I wonder. Janitor probably knocked it over. Well, we'll get it cleaned up quick. That's why these areas are restricted, so you kids don't see the messes we leave behind. You make your way back to the group. Only account for 306 deaths by drowning per year. Wow, Darlene, you sure do know a lot of really bummer facts. I want to be a marine biologist someday, so I do know a lot of facts. Sorry if knowledge bums you out. Chill, you guys are giving the fish anxiety. Whatever. Hey guys, come quick. They're feeding the sharks in the deep ocean tank. Oh, I've gotta take a selfie with that. That does sound pretty cool. Yeah, come on. Toby turns to follow Monica and Darlene. Then he looks back. Misha, you coming? Sure, yeah. Misha, don't leave me alone. Misha doesn't hear you, or maybe she pretends not to hear you. She runs after the others. The room is silent. You are alone, right? You look at the rays and then at the handle of the broom, still peeking out from the restricted area. And the guide wasn't he here? Where did he go? You feel your heart beating faster. A sign on the wall points towards a hallway labeled Open Seas. That sounds fine. Open Seas? You walk towards it quickly. You immediately notice a change when you enter the Open Seas room. The room is circular, and unlike the other rooms, there are no tanks on the walls. You look up. Shiny fish swim in endless circles around the top of the room in a giant circular tank. You take a moment, breathing hard. You're feeling lightheaded. You sigh and sit down on the floor. So this sucks. You didn't even want to come here. So why did you come here? Because Misha told you to come? Why? She doesn't seem to care now. She left. Maybe you're just her backup friend. Maybe she likes having you around, in case there's no one better to hang out with. Maybe she likes that you don't have very many other friends. Maybe she likes that you need her. You hold your bare arm against her chest. You're freezing, but also somehow sweaty. And Monica only invited you because you're in her class, and she has to invite everyone. You've only talked to Monica like 4 times. Does she even know your name? You could be home doing something you enjoy, but instead you're here doing this because maybe you really wanted to believe in Misha. Maybe you also wanted to feel wanted. Let me just go to the next page. You tilt your head back and stare up at the fish again. You try to focus on one fish and follow it all the way around the room. You keep losing it in a swarm of others, identical fish, which shimmer silver in the light. Your neck's beginning to hurt looking up, and your head hurts as well. And there's quite a lot of water above you. How thick was the glass again? The headache is getting stronger, but you can't stop looking, can't stop staring at the fish. You're beginning to feel a little motion sick. You're sitting, but it hasn't helped you catch your breath. Are you that out of shape? You wonder what happens if you throw up in an aquarium. Maybe you go to jail. Fish jail. You take a deep breath and stare at a single point of glass on the tank. You focus in on that area, shutting out everything else. And then the glass cracks. You know, that doesn't even look like a normal fish. It has literally 7 eyes. Oh, I don't know what those are, but it does look like it's kind of like those. They look mutilated. The fish swarm. Hundreds, thousands of fish weaving in and out of the pack, in and out of those holes inside of each other. Thousands of glassy eyes staring right at you. This is more sad than scary. There's so many of them. They create their own object. A heavy object, one that can crush you. Thousands of tiny writhing bodies in pain because you upset them, and now they're dying and they're going to take you with them. The swarm reaches out, one giant tendril, an arm bigger than your entire body, and plants it on the seafloor. Then from its writhing body it extends another tendril, and another, all bending at odd angles, and even though it's millions of fish, you feel a reverberation in your bones as the knees break to bend backwards. It tries to move. It can't. It's dying. Its screams in pain, each limb breaking under the weight of the swarm. Each time a new one of the swarm. Each time a new one going back. And they all have eyes, and they're all staring at you. The swarm screeches and bends and reforms into an enormous ball, and then a hole opens in the middle. Small at first, but now bigger. It's deep and black, and you can't see the bottom. Just swarming, screaming dying fish all the way into the void. It moves to swallow you, and it does swallow you. And for a moment you can't scream, you can't move, you can't breathe. And then you can, and you do. You scream a lot, very loudly. You sit up from the floor. When did you even lie down? And you stand up shakily and you run. Run. You run. You don't look back. You don't look at where you're going. At some point, you hit a restricted area sign and stumble. You keep running. Well, we're heading to doom. It's dark. You slow down. You breathe. It's actually really dark now. Where are you? Half-finished poster lines on the walls. Empty tanks sit on the floor. A table is knocked over. Up ahead you see a light peeking through a doorway. You enter. Hello, a friend? You. Cheesecake. It's so strange to get my name Cheesecake. It doesn't sound very serious when I name Cheesecake. Hello, friend. You're finally here. Are you enjoying your trip to the aquarium? Is it playing out the way you expected? What did you expect, anyway? Did you expect to have a nice time with your friends, making memories, learning about the natural world, growing as human beings? Maybe you anticipated some of it. Toby's crudeness, Monica's arrogance, Misha's neglect. But maybe you were hopeful that in the end, despite everything, it would all be okay. You broken, desperate idiot. The vast ocean in its infinite complexities doesn't even acknowledge your existence. 100 million miles of sea, a void, and you, a lone seahorse. Hey! Seahorse is my favorite sea animal, remember? Come closer. Closer. This is the part where it gets better, right? This is the part where your friends run in and save you. They say we've been looking for you this whole time. They say they're sorry for leaving you alone. You feel comforted, you feel safe, you feel accepted. That's what happens next, right? They'll be here any second. I think I hear them now. I don't. My mistake. Must have been a stray Roomba. Your classmates are enjoying their night. They are enjoying each other's company. They are making memories. They are learning about the natural world. They are growing as human beings. And they do not miss you. They haven't even noticed you're gone. Closer. You came here to prove yourself. And little seahorse, what did you prove? You proved that you were right about your classmates. That voice in your head, the one that you can never quite silence. The one that says they're better off without you. Did you really want to believe that they were your friends? Or did a tiny, bitter, angry part of you, the part that has been hurt, want to find justification for your anger, for your fear, for your pain? When you needed help, none came, and here you are, alone. So congratulations, little seahorse. You were right. What now, cheesecake? I'm not broken. What's that, little seahorse? I'm not broken. Sure, lie to yourself. I'm not broken. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you see the truth. I am not broken. Give up. I am not broken. Stop fighting. I am not broken. Stare at your own reflection. Look yourself in the eye and say that again. I dare you. I am not broken. Fine. You need more proof then. Go ahead. Find some. See, I knew this. I just knew that this girl, I knew that this girl must have had some history. Like she has some backstory or maybe she was involved in something similar because she lost an arm. Oh, that's why she said I'm not broken, because she lost her arm. Maybe that's the reason she said it. You're in a glass tunnel. Large dark fish swim above you and around you. An enormous shadow blocks the light from above, then disappears. Was that a shark? You really don't like sharks. Oh, because you lost her arm to a shark, didn't you? You keep walking. The light filtering through the water, through the kelp, through the moving fish. It's odd. So bright. There are plaques spaced evenly along the railing with fun facts and small blurbs about the creatures kept here. Dazed, numb, and directionless, you read them. Tuna can swim at speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour. There are over 30,000 different kinds of fish, all which have their own colors and sizes. Many fish travel in schools to protect themselves from predators. Numerous sea dwellers use camouflage to blend in with their environment and confuse their hunters. That's relatable. You're back at the kelp forest. You remember this place. The room is colder than you remember. It must have been hours since you were last here. And up ahead is that... Guys, it's me! I'm back! Toby, Monica, Darlene, Misha. Something about the silhouette seemed a little bit different. Stand next to the kelp forest tank. So close, in fact, that they're completely backlit by the light from the tank. They look kind of different. You have no idea what a relief it is to find you guys. Guys? Run. The deep sea room. Your worst fear. Your only option. You pull the large doors closed behind you and you lock them. You don't get the sense that anything's following you, but you want to be alone right now. I wonder what happened if she actually tapped the glass at the beginning. I actually want to try that out. You survey the room. Sleeping bags and backpacks litter the floor. There's also a small table stacked several feet up with LaCroix cans. Classic Monica. Looking closer, you spot two familiar backpacks, yours and Misha's. But your sleeping bag isn't rolled up like the others. You see that Misha has laid out both your and her sleeping bags next to each other, right up against the glass. She's even found a blanket in your backpack, your favorite blanket from home, and folded it neatly over your sleeping bag. That was nice of her. Dazed and tired, you sit down on your sleeping bag and stare up at the enormous tank. Oh no, there is close something. Okay. Huge sharks swim higher than you can see. Smaller ones lurk near the bottom of the tank. It's almost like you're the one in the tank, looking out a window into the ocean. Oh, so that's what this was trying to do. It's beginning to scare you again. You feel your pulse rising and you feel that headache coming on, but you force yourself to look. Out of your peripherals, you see a giant shadow bigger than the others, approaching from the right. You stare ahead. You will not look away. And then you blink. A shark. In front of you swims a giant lemon shark with a prosthetic fin. You look so happy. Its skin shimmers under the filtered rays of light. Just as it's about to swim out of sight, it turns. It does a few passes in front of you, lingering. You get the impression that it sees you. Hey there, friend. It flips its tail a little. It's not as scary as you thought it would be. I mean, it's huge, but it's just swimming. It's kinda peaceful, actually. You lean back for a while and watch. The shark swims around, weaving in and out of the rocks, passing the other sharks, reaching the edge of the tank, but never quite straying far from where you sit. There's a plaque at the bottom of the tank titled, "The Ocean Guardian." It has a picture of the shark with a prosthetic fin. Read it. Meet Bruce, a lemon shark from the Atlantic Ocean. You may notice that Bruce is a little different from other sharks. Bruce was heavily injured after a run in with an illegal shark finning vessel. Due to the loss of his tail fin, or caudal fin, Bruce had been fitted with a prosthetic which allows him to swim as gracefully as other sharks. Despite his trauma and injury, Bruce had a calm temperament. He can be shy sometimes. The sharks are naturally social creatures, and Bruce is no exception. Bruce is especially friendly with sharks who are new to our aquarium and is instrumental in acclimating new sharks to the aquarium environment. Because of this, our handlers have nicknamed Bruce the Ocean Guardian. Unfortunately, due to his injuries, Bruce is unable to survive in the wild. We are happy to provide a home for Bruce, our unique friend. You watch the sharks, the lights of the tank dance over you, and you're beginning to get it. Why everyone loves aquariums so much. Sitting here watching these sharks is actually quite serene. You think you could sit here for hours. After a while, you hear the door open. Cheesecake! Misha runs over and hugs you. She hugs you so hard you almost fall over. I'm so glad we found you. I was so scared. Is she crying? Guys, we found cheesecake. She's in here. Monica looks at you and smiles, sort of tiredly. Her hair is a little frizzy, like she's been running around. We've been looking all over for you, Cheesecake. Are you okay? I'm okay. That's good. We're all pretty freaked out. Oh my gosh, Cheesecake. Finally. Bro, it's you. Oh man, my heart is pounding. I was worried you fell in a tank or something. Toby, isn't there something you want to say to Cheesecake? Something you've been talking about saying for the past hour? Remember, it was something like, I swear if we ever see her again, I'll tell her. What was the rest? Toby? Yeah. Cheesecake, I'm really sorry for bothering you earlier. I thought I was just being funny, but that's when you went missing. I realized that maybe it wasn't very funny. I would have felt really bad if you got hurt or something. Anyway, I'm sorry. And I think your arm is really cool. It reminds me of Iron Man. Pew pew! Yeah, that's it. Misha is still crying into your shoulder. You've never seen her cry before. She's whispering something. I'm sorry. Hug her back. I'm glad you guys found me. I was scared too. Yeah, this place is kind of freaky at night. I wouldn't want to get lost here either. Bet they've got some weird stuff hidden somewhere. Misha pulls away from you, wiping her face with her hand. So, my eyes are red because I'm not tired, not because I was crying. By the way, I wasn't. Yeah, Misha, sure. But Cheesecake, are you sure you're okay? There's a first aid place, or like, I don't know. Your parents, your friends stare at you. They all look concerned. You look back at them, and for the first time tonight, you actually are okay. I'm okay. Prove it. Prove you're okay by doing the wave. Yeah, you're fine, you dork. Hey, you're my best friend. You're my best friend too. And you're all my best friends too. Ugh, Toby. The search party is over. All your classmates filter back in the deep ocean room. Some of them hold flashlights or wear safety equipment. They're all excited to see you. They must have been looking really hard for you. Monica walks up to you and hands you a LaCroix. My parents can take you home if you want. We didn't do the cake or presents because we were looking for you. So maybe we can cut a slice of cake to go. And you can have all the LaCroix you want. I mean it. The entire pile. I know we're not like best friends or anything, but like, can I hug you? Yes. Monica hugs you tight, just for a second, and then lets go. Cool. Well, anyway, want me to tell my parents to take you home? You look around at your friends. They're smiling, laughing, talking as they set up the sleeping bags. You look at the tanks. Wait, you haven't? Oh. You look at the tank. Bruce does another path. You feel comforted. You feel safe. You feel accepted. I want to stay. Monica looks surprised. Oh, okay then. Let's do cake, I guess. Oop. I just skipped something very important. Probably just setting up the cake. This is cute. Aww. You've unlocked bonus content in the gallery. So it ended up really wholesome. We tap on the glass. I guess I could. You approach the tank, checking to make sure the aquarium guard isn't watching. Oops. You duck under the railing. The kelp exits the water. Small fish start the gently waving fronds. You reach forward with your prosthetic arm and tap the glass. It cracks! You fall backwards. LOL! Wish I got that on video. It cracked. Cheesecake? What do you mean? The glass cracked when I touched it. Misha looks at the tank, then at Toby, then at you. Her expression is uncomfortable. No, it didn't. Calm down. You look back at the glass. It's clear. No cracks. Oh, I thought it did. Everybody is giving you looks now. You're fine. Calm down. Let's just go, okay? Alright. That's cool. He walks away. Reach into the tank. Pull your hand out. Yell for help. Pull as hard as you can. Something in the tank grabbed me. Dude, stop freaking out. Everyone's gonna think you're weird. It's probably a hermit crab or something. What else was there? Hold on. Why is it restricted? Well, this area is under construction. So there's some animals in there, but the exhibit isn't quite finished yet. But don't worry, the fish in there are fine. They're happy as clams. I think this is the only part. Yeah. I don't think there's any more. How do I... Oh no. Okay, so that's it for Fishy. Oh, okay. That was a very nice game. I really liked it. So I have two theories about this because before I played this, I was like, this must be some kind of horror ending. Like maybe the glass cracks and she gets eaten by the fish, and yeah, that kind of thing. That was in my mind at the beginning. But now that I've seen what happened, I think there are two possibilities. The first one is that because she had a prosthetic arm, I was thinking maybe she got eaten, like one of her arms were like eaten by a fish, by a shark. Hence why there was a shark at the end who also got a prosthetic fin. And that shark, because she was bitten, maybe she got abilities to be able to see creatures beyond what the normal humans can see. My second theory is that this is totally metaphorical. So maybe all this time she's trying to get over her fear and trauma of being near the ocean and fish, because maybe she lost her hand because it was bitten, or she fell into the ocean before, or something like that. And because that creature, the octopus creature with eyes, and also the million-eyed fish over there, they were saying something about like they were in pain or something. So this could be one of the abilities she's able to have. She's able to feel beyond what the fish spirits, like she's able to see beyond what the sea, what's happening in the sea. Or it could be that the fish and the octopus are just reflections of how she's feeling inside. Maybe she's feeling broken or in pain as well because she wasn't understood by people. And I can relate to this because I've always been super scared going to aquariums. I feel really lonely and freaked out in an aquarium because I don't know, it just gives me a weird feeling. And yeah, I feel like it could be, I think it's more to the side, to the metaphorical side, because at the end, like, everything came back to normal, so, and she didn't have to do anything, so I think that's probably more metaphorical. But